So whenever I go to a particular location, I call ahead to see if anyone would like to house me, because I have no home. In fact, oftentimes I would stay in my van, and I had a bed in the van, and I would sleep there because I had no place to stay. Not so comfortable, but it works. Sometimes I would stay like at a truck station with all the truckers, because they've got their own little room in the truck, and I would use the bathroom, and I would clean up, and I would sleep in the bed in my van. And so, like, just before this trip, I would contact a lot of people, and many people were just afraid to have someone in their house, right? Whereas there was a golden age long ago on this planet where the majority of the people had awakened hearts, and I could go from town to town and simply knock on someone's door and say, "Hi, like, I'm here to share a few spiritual gatherings. Would you be able to house me for the night?" And they would feel honored to do that for, a genuine, for someone who was doing that. Now it's like so much fear in the atmosphere. I found it rare that someone was like really willing to open up their home. So, I don't take it for granted when someone allows me to stay there. I'm very blessed that way, and I have. When I first started, I really didn't know how to approach people because I was kind of embarrassed. No one knows me in San Antonio, so what do I, like, as an example, if I was coming into town, I remember going even in North Carolina and just going to this one particular church and holding a 45-minute meditation, and afterwards I said to everyone, just to let you know, I just arrived in town and I don't know anyone. So I'm open if anyone would like to have me over for the night. And then one person raised their hand, and another person raised their hand, and I was so surprised. And so I ended up staying at this one woman's house, and she arranged a series of gatherings where I stayed there, ended up 2 or 3 weeks and becoming really good friends with them. And it was a beautiful, lovely experience. So my feeling is, like, when I go and visit people, it's not just about teaching a class on spirituality. It's like about the loving bonding experience that I have with the people who I meet, where I can just sit in the kitchen and have a conversation about the healing qualities of food, as I did this morning, right? Something that's simple, but there's this sort of heart-to-heart beautiful conversation and friendship that grows out of that. And like a lot of what I found in the fearful society, that it's just not as common. It's not a golden age. They call this the Iron Age. Interesting, the Iron Age, where like people are having wars and there's hunger. Like, how bizarre. Really kind of strange. Like, we proclaim it as a modern age, but you know what a true modern age is? It's said that you reach humanity, you truly become a human, you graduate from being an animal to human when your consciousness reaches the heart. That's when you become a human. It's a whole different definition of human, isn't it? Which means that most people on the planet are not human. They haven't reached that stage yet, which is fine. Most people are animalistic. They're concerned with a few things: food, sex, sleep, and fear. Those are the 4 basic things that humans are concerned with. And so these are in the lower chakras, the root chakra, the sacral. This is down here, survival. We're in a modern age. Why is there so much worry about survival still? Doesn't make any sense, right? So once you stop worrying about survival, you can start moving your energy up into the heart space. And then when that love opens, you don't need anything else. So much happiness in life. No longer lonely, no longer depressed, just feeling radiant all the time. You don't get depressed anymore.